Dozens of people are dead in Mexico, including suspected cartel members and Mexican soldiers, after the Mexican military operation that ended with the killing of the notorious drug lord El Mencho. Now the Mexican Navy has docked in Puerto Vallarta to help try to keep the tourist city safe, as American vacationers there and elsewhere in Mexico remain stranded, the U.S. Embassy urging them to shelter in place. NewsNation correspondent Ali Bradley is live with the very latest. So, Ali, what else is happening now that El Mencho was killed?
Yeah, a lot to talk about when it comes to the relationship with the United States and Mexico. With that mounting pressure from the Trump administration, Mexico really is stepping up in its fight against the organized crimes, the cartels, taking out the most wanted cartel leader, while also extraditing nearly 100 cartel-linked suspects to the United States. So Mexico's Secretary of Security confirmed that a total of 92 individuals have been transferred to the U.S. in custody in the latest wave of extraditions. While authorities have not publicly identified every suspect, the moves come amid renewed attention on cartel leadership, including questions surrounding Jalisco New Generation Cartel leader El Mencho. A former administrator for the DEA says that the move by Mexico, moving these cartel leaders and members to the United States, is unprecedented. Take a listen.
I'm very impressed with the work that's been done by President Sheinbaum and Omar Hafoush. There's been 92 very high-level cartel leaders and gang leaders, I should say, sent to America to face justice. This has never happened in the history of our relationships with the Mexican government. So, again, my hat goes off.
Now, this all comes as the U.S. Embassy highlights ongoing security cooperation with Mexico. Mexican Special Operations Forces were credited with El Mencho's killing. However, a former U.S. Marshal told NewsNation that the plan would not have reached fruition without intelligence provided by the U.S. government. The CIA reportedly provided critical intelligence on El Mencho's location, which was part of complementary information that came from U.S. agencies. Among them, Reuters reported, was the Joint Interagency Task Force Counter Cartel, which was created in January and is run by the U.S. Northern Command. Now, Mexican authorities say operations targeting cartel figures is an ongoing battle that they're engaged in here, Nicole.
All right, so Ali, what about the Americans stuck right now in Mexico? What's the latest there?
Yeah, so we actually heard from the embassy there. Things have actually stabilized following those targeted operations in Jalisco. That, according to the Mexican embassy, adding that authorities are actually reopening roadways and restoring public services. Now, this comes as a veteran-led nonprofit called Gray Bull Rescue has launched an operation dubbed Condor Reach. They're assisting U.S. citizens who are trapped by that cartel-linked violence. Maybe they can't get out. And as we know, violence erupted in popular vacation areas like Puerto Vallarta after the Mexican army killed El Mencho. Now, cartel factions responded with arson, roadblocks, attacks on infrastructure across several states. Flights were grounded as well. Now, the Mexican embassy is saying that airline operations have also returned to normal and that the international airport in Puerto Vallarta is once again operating, Nicole. So things seem to have kind of tamped down a little bit after we saw all-out chaos there across the southern border. Now there is concern that that chaos could kind of get too close to the U.S. border. So we're keeping an eye on that as well, Nicole.
All right, Ali Bradley live there along the border. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.